Hop up out the Porsche and hop up in the Rari.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. A lot riding on the shoulders of Miles Turner. We'll see him in action tonight. Shaq, do you think the young fella's ready to help carry this team?
You know, he's still developing physically, has a consistent motor, but his game is still a little uneven.
He's a new breed of center, though. He can block shots and space the floor. So potential impact player for sure.
Well put. And now we send you over to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, we know today's players can really elevate, but it's the landings that create tremendous strain on the body. In fact, at least one team bans its veteran players from dunking in practice. Kevin, that is not a problem for me.
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. Evident in this one, Brent, the youth movement in full effect. What advice would you have for inexperienced players who have to take on bigger roles?
The thing I always talk to younger players about, Kevin, is always accentuate the positives. Do what you do best and show that off as consistently as possible. And then take the summers to improve your weaknesses. Players always improve the most during their off season. But when coaches are asking you to accentuate your positives, stay right in that role and be the best you can with that. Work on the weaknesses in the offseason.
Helps, too, if you have a coach who's in that mindset of developing and showing some patience.
Well, not only a coach, Kevin, I'll go as far as to say that sometimes when you have a young player get drafted, for him to have a mentor automatically on that first team that he's with, starting his first 3 or 4 years in the league, is vitally important. And you'll see, if you go through track records, some of the most successful teams have had veterans in position where the young star is trying to find his footing.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Kevin Love, Devin Booker out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Randall. Outside Irving. Good D by Embiid.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Love, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's a nice touch from Kevin Love. When he's deep inside like that, he's adept at guiding those shots home with a soft touch.
Irving against Simmons. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Irving. Simmons gets a hand on it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Brown, good. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Simmons inside. Covered by Irving. Yep, that one goes.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
Irving kicks to Brown. Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Brown, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
The Heat making a switch here. Young's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Julius Randle. Up against Randle. The kick out to Young. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Elbow shot. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Towns with the steal.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Count that one.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Embiid with a screen on Irving. And Simmons kicks to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Brown the pass to Irving. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And he can't get the first one. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Here's Ingles after the Heat pick up 2. The kick out to Brown. Good on the triple. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
Simmons against Irving. The kick out to Young. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. Fast break, Milwaukee. Good D from Love.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Brown against Young. Here's Simmons. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the boards.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you'd think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they'd get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
Milwaukee in the lead. And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
Got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
Milwaukee with the ball after the Heat pick up 2. And again, the Bucks miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Count it. Simmons got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Irving kicks to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Towns the screen. Here's Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin,
Thank you.
I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here. Yeah, well, he said, ask Brent about the refereeing.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And he can't hit the second. The Heat with the lead. Simmons inside. Covered by Irving.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Towns sets the pick for Brown. Irving for 3. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Kyrie, again, off the screen, not being on the bounce, does a great job of setting up his feet to get to that shot.
Love with the screen for Young.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Miami no good on that time either. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Ingles dishes to Irving. Ingles against Tatum. Randall down low. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Ingles outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Love outside. Here's Young. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up. So it'll be Julius Randle shooting. That one on Love. If there's been a shortcoming for the Heat, Brent, it's at the offensive end.
The shooting percentages aren't bad, but it just feels like with their mismatch of talent, who is it that's going to step to the forefront and be the guy they rely on for consistent scoring. One thing you look at too, Kevin, they really don't get to the line all that much, and second chance points kind of hold them back.
Man, they are just living at the line.
The Heat trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Embiid, the pass to Middleton. Irving against Simmons. Tatum kicks to Embiid. Embiid with a screen on Irving. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Simmons.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And it's blocked by Simmons. Looking to end the run, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody's going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things, rotations and playing angles. And having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end. And 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Here's Tatum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Irving against Simmons. And stolen by Tatum. Simmons inside. 10 points for him. Sinks that one from the post.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got 8 points.
And Kyrie constantly beating his defenders and so good in those tight quarters with the basketball.
Love kicks to Tatum. Pass to Simmons. Randall brings the double team. Simmons passes to Love. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Irving. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And now a 5-point Bucks lead. To the middle. Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's always been a force inside. Love is a master on that low block, and there aren't many teams that have figured out a way to stop him.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Puts it up from 12. Here's DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Great D that time from Tatum.
Oh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
Out left to the wing. Irving against Simmons. Embiid in the corner. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. The league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
You just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Joel Embiid out there with Mirotic. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Rosen dishes to Harris. Passes it to Irving. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Mirotic up top. Over Harris. That one wide left. The Bucks trail. And stolen by Simmons. On up the court. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Heat have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Well, there's one thing the Bucks have, and that's an abundance of players with tremendous length. It can make it very difficult on offenses to try to find lanes and gaps and seams to get in there and score. So the tighter they are defensively, the more disruptive the Bucks could be.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Milwaukee. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Bucks embracing the trends towards long, versatile players.
Yes, this idea of positionless basketball has been something that's been a construct of the Bucks and their roster through recent seasons. The key is translating that into a much tighter, much cohesive defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
Really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Feeds to Simmons, and stolen by Irving. Pass to Murray, and stolen by Booker. Simmons left side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Timeout called, the Bucks. You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. You know, 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
Bucks trail by 7. Murray kicks to Irving. The pass to Murray to stop the drought. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Simmons. Embiid the screen. Simmons passes to Booker. Pocket 6. Here's Embiid. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And they continue to control the glass.
Milwaukee's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Irving kicks to Murray. Irving dishes to Murray. Back to Irving. The Bucks working the ball around. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. Over Simmons.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. They got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
At the top of the key, Embiid. In the corner, Middleton with it. Simmons inside. He's covered by Irving.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Embiid. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Irving kicks to DeRozan. Murray against Booker. The shot that time not on target. Now the Heat take it the other way. Middleton the pass to Embiid. Mirotic the screen. From past the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, Mirotic last year, it was the tale of two halves. It was the shaved year versus the unshaved year for him. Great start with the Bulls and played some very good basketball, and then struggled a little bit after the trade to the Pelicans, and then boom, all of a sudden was a huge part after Cousins went down. Was extremely complimentary to the fast pace and stretching out the offense with the three-point ball playing alongside AD.
Bucks trail by 6. Irving kicks to Ibaka. And Murray. Here we go.
There's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Well, Jamal Murray, you can't start much younger than Jamal did. At age 3, he reportedly could play basketball for hours on end. Where's the nap time, Kevin? Where is the nap time?
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Booker against Murray. No good from Booker. There really isn't a time in Murray's life that he wasn't great at this game.
No, in Canada, just such a great career in Ontario. Played alongside actually Thon Maker. And then 1 year at Kentucky. Who doesn't have 1 year at Kentucky? Drafted 7th overall. And what an amazing fit that he's still pointing up and improving. One of the game's more deadly shooters right now.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And the Heat committing a lot of money for this hard-working bunch. Brent, how do they improve from this point on?
Now it's about player development, Kevin, taking advantage of the off-season, making sure the guys are improving upon their weaknesses and staying sharp with their strengths. They're going to have to find a few more diamonds in the rough out there to add to this roster and maybe set themselves up in free agency to lure somebody down to South Beach. And we'll see if they can do that. The front office tends to get creative in that way.
Ibaka with a screen on Simmons. Irving passes to Ibaka. Embiid with the steal. Middleton for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
And DeRozan kicks to Irving. Harris outside. And stolen by Booker. It's deflected. Simmons passes to Embiid. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Ibaka with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. And it's the Heat on the break. Simmons is running. The lead pushed to double digits. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Irving takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Miami leading by 9. And Booker kicks to Simmons. Over Irving. No good from Simmons. Milwaukee has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working, tireless.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
Murray outside. Kicks to Ibaka. Irving with a clean look. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Here's Irving, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Changes here for the Bucks. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Joe Ingles in for Murray. And then for Miami, Kevin Love's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Morris subbed in for Mirotic. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Bucks trail by 11. Irving dishes to Towns. Harris with it. Guarded now by Morris. Harris passes to Irving. Down low. Here's Towns, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Inside. Now the Bucks moving it up. Irving, the open look. And he overshot that one, missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Middleton against Ingles. It's a pick by Love. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. He kicks to Irving. Harris a screen. DeRozan on the wing. Pocket 6. Yes, that goes in. DeRozan's got 6.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Heat lead by 9.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Towns. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Now for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all, because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense, and that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Miami. And the second free throw, good. The Heat leading by 8. It's a pick by Love. The drive by Booker. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Outside Irving. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
And overboard. Wow.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie, terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Morris a screen. And Simmons kicks to Love. 6 to shoot. It's a pick by Love. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Harris.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Simmons against Irving. Back to DeRozan. Over Booker. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from DeMar DeRozan. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Simmons passes to Tatum. Passes it to Booker. Love with the screen for Booker. Shoots over DeRozan. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 8 points.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Now, here is Irving. Three-pointer. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first 2 quarters, that's exactly what he was.
Moving the basketball and making the extra pass, making the defense work harder to stop them. Nice offense there.
Miami leading by 8. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks. DeRozan out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Randall in at the power forward position. DeRozan with it. Out guarded by Simmons. Picked by Randall. DeRozan passes to Ingles. Basket counts. Ingles has got his second bucket tonight.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Simmons against DeRozan. Outside Tatum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Tatum's got 8 points.
Yeah, you got to admire his instincts offensively. Tatum does a great job of shooting it in rhythm off the pass.
Here's DeRozan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete, or any season for that matter.
Bucks trail by 11. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
And memories of the Big 3 era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough, and trying to figure out a path to get there.
And the Bucks making a change here. Irving's checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Off the inbound, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Tatum's shot is off. Bucks trail by 9. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Bucks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And the confidence Irving plays with is really admirable. You can tell he feels like no one can guard him.
And Booker kicks to Simmons. It's a pick by Love. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Ingles against Tatum. Embiid the screen. Just 4 to shoot. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And here are the Heat now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Booker.
And Brown just using his big body well on defense. A physical player who does a great job of bothering shooters.
Got a piece of it. Towns dishes to Randall. There's the pick. Towns the screen. Irving for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 3-point Heat lead.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Pass to Embiid. He tries for 3. Miami no good on that time either. Milwaukee's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Ingles. Sweet little floater. Ingles has got 7 points.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Brown outside. Outside, Towns. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And the Bucks making a change here. Turner's checked in. The Heat also with a sub. Young's checked in. Here's Irving. 24 points for him. And a miss there off the inbound. Booker up top. He's covered by Brown. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, the defense knows Devin Booker, when he's in a rhythm, can be problematic.
Irving against Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's now 26 points for Kyrie Irving.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Checked in for Joe Ingles. Mirotic is checked in for Miami. Booker the pass to Young. They set the screen. There's the pass to Embiid. And it's sent back by Turner. Handle outside. Dish now to Murray. The lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 7.
Well, that's a crafty finish around the basket. Murray fearing nobody on that possession.
Booker outside. Screen by Young. And Booker kicks to Embiid. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. To Embiid. Booker outside. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young against Irving. And good that time. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Mirotic dishes to Booker. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
He's got great touch, Devin Booker, especially from the mid-range, where he's looking to be consistent.
A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 30 points.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Mirotic the screen. Booker against Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin Booker possesses a lot of great talent. The question around the league is, when the team becomes competitive that he's playing with, can he consistently carry the load on his shoulders?
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Both free throws good from Booker. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
Clock is at 3. Murray, good.
Well, he found some space off the screen, just a little bit of daylight, and for Jamal Murray, that jump shot is true.
Booker against Murray. Mirotic, a screen on Murray. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Heat have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Booker.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. On defense, the Heat, they've led by as many as 11 points. Young against Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 32 points. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Embiid sets the pick for Young. Bangs home the trifecta.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Murray outside. Back to Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Loose shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good for Irving. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Booker against Murray. Embiid the screen. Here's Mirotic, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Nice concentration from Mirotic. Outstanding, keeping his composure even when he gets knocked around a little bit.
And last season, a bit of a breakout one for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Morris is checked in for Embiid. And that one misses. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Poked loose. They're running. Here's Irving. Easy jumper from very short distance. Irving's got 36.
Feels like Kyrie locked in right now. No let up in his offensive attack, and he's hot.
Booker the pass to Young. Morris a screen. Back to Booker. Young outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
The screen from Brown. The feed to Randall. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Young. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
And adept mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Here's Randall. Got it from 16 feet. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
checked in for Milwaukee. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Jaylen Brown. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rebound, Milwaukee. Deep two from Murray. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his fourth rebound in this one. Irving against Young. Mirotic the screen. For three, Middleton nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got his third basket of the night right there. Bucks trail by 5. Murray kicks to Irving. Murray the pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Over Young. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 38 points.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Outside Mirotic. Passes it to Middleton. Mirotic, a screen on DeRozan. And Middleton kicks to Mirotic. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. To the inside, Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young dishes to Booker. Morris a screen. Back to Young. Launches it. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Turner with a screen for Irving. Outside Turner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
A little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. The finish and the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Booker. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Milwaukee. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Booker out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Simmons against Irving. And that one is good. Simmons got 26 points.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Pass to DeRozan. Ingles with the ball. Takes a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Simmons passes to Love. Over Towns. And it's Love missing. Milwaukee in the lead. The pass to Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
The shot's good from Love.
Yeah, strength and attitude there on the glass shown by Kevin Love.
Irving kicks to DeRozan. Irving against Simmons. Left side, DeRozan. Good. He's got 20.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
It's a pick by Love. Off the pick. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Booker.
Kevin Love constantly looking to set screens. A good screen will open up more space for him to create some offense.
Here's DeRozan, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Irving against Simmons. Harris on the double team. Booker against DeRozan. To tie it up. Again, the miss by Booker. Bucks leading by 3. Outside Irving. Kicks it to Ingles. Fires from the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Outside, Simmons. Love with the screen for Simmons. Down low, Towns with the steal. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Irving. Irving against Simmons. The teardrop falls in. Simmons got 28.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And DeRozan kicks to Irving. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Simmons. Love with the screen on Irving. Here's Simmons. Towns with the defensive effort. Milwaukee leading by 3. Outside Irving. Pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Towns. Over Love. And Towns gets it to go.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Morris dishes to Booker. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Booker's got 16 here in the second half.
Yeah, competing hard down the stretch. He wants the ball. That time, he delivered.
He's a dangerous scorer in general, but there he zeroes in on what matters most.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Simmons. And too long on the shot. The Bucks have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's Towns missing.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Bucks. Randall's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And Miami also making a switch. Embiid, he's checked in for Morris. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Simmons against Irving. Towns the screen. Here's Randle. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. 7 points for Julius Randle.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
That's a pick by Love. Back to Simmons. Booker outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Irving kicks to Brown. Ingles in the corner. Towns the screen. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Looking to end his cold spell. A nice shot by Tatum.
And how about the determination on Tatum's face on that one there? The D had no chance. This kid is just too polished when he gets it down low.
Brown kicks to Towns. Irving up top. Guarded by Simmons. Towns the screen. There's Brown with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. Here's Ingles. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Towns. Embiid, no good. Milwaukee leading by 7. To the paint. And it's Towns missing. To the middle. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Milwaukee has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Here's Irving. And he drops it in from the low post. Irving's got 42 in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Love kicks to Simmons. Back to Love. Embiid the screen. Clock at 4. Here's Tatum. And that one is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. It's Randle with the drive. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And now a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
And Booker kicks to Tatum. Got a piece of it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Tipped away. And it's the Heat with the ball. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. That's now 26 points for Devin Booker. Milwaukee leading by 7. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Irving double team. And the rejection by Embiid. Tatum on the wing. Ingles covering. Booker against Brown. Embiid sets the pick for Booker. The shot, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Towns. easy layup after coming off the pit.
I think Kyrie could play not only with the ball, but with the baton right now, orchestrating the offense.
Booker inside. Brown on him. Inside. Embiid. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Randall passes to Towns. Outside Irving. On the wing, Ingles. Guarded by Tatum. 5 on the clock. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Releases from 15, and the shot no good, a bit short.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but impossible at this point. Need better execution at times.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 8. 9 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
Our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Jaylen Brown. 2 shots.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Timeout called, the Heat. They're down by 5. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see, fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Booker from the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
You